Hey guys, we're about 2 weeks away now from Season 8. I'll do a video going over everything you've got to know for the reset, but today let's quickly look at the changes you can expect to see. We won't make this very long because it's kind of a small patch, but we can talk about the meta to expect as well. We've also got a few ideas on what will come in 8.2, the one after, like they're testing a minion dematerializer change to be a mind control item that can steal an enemy minion. It sounds weird, but that's actually pretty cool. We haven't done sponsored stuff in quite a while actually, but Haste is beasting it recently, so they are today's sponsor. It can help you play without lag spikes, packet loss, or high ping, and they have a ton of new games right now. Not just League, obviously that's the main one for us, but PUBG, CSGO, Overwatch, probably the biggest ones, but there are loads of others as well. You connect to the games through their direct line, so that is why it works. It helped me out when I tried it, but you can try it for free down below. First thing is Godfist Jax should be releasing in 8.1, and the skin looks so good. It's the same line as the Awesome Lee Sin skin, I think, right? Maybe we can do a little giveaway as well when it comes out, and I'll gift a few of them to you guys. Let me know with a comment or a like if you're excited for this new skin as I am. The first actual champion change is to Brand. This is pretty big. Doubling the percentage maximum health of his passive is going to make him really hurt in teamfights. Is now up to 4% of the max health, which is pretty good. You've got to remember, he'll be hitting multiple people with this burn, and each spell will refresh it as well, right? Imagine if he gets a 4-man W pillar thingy. That's like 16% max health damage spread across those 4 targets. Graves is also getting 2 changes to his Q. The cooldown is lower. The cost is going to be lower at rank 5 as well, the mana cost. Also his W, slow increase to 50% at all ranks. It started at 15% before, so quite a big jump rank 1, but the duration is down to 0.5 seconds from 1.5. It might help him a little bit with the early ganks, especially. Imagine running into lane now with a smoke screen. They can't see anything and they're going to be slowed massively. That's pretty good, I think, but he really needs like a solid keystone to work properly. That seems to be his biggest issue right now. Heimerdinger is getting pretty slammed this patch. Riot even talks about how harsh this was, but in their eyes, apparently, he is just anti-fun to play against. That's why they're doing it, and I wonder why they won't delete Zoe then. So it is just the beam damage going down from your ultimate tower. It is going down by a ton, but your normal autos are going to be doing the same. The ratio is still there, so late game, he'll be fine. It's just kind of a massive nerf early game. KO is getting kind of a small nerf, a small buff. Her AD growth is going down, but her E cooldown will be lower at rank 5, which is actually pretty good. KO has always had like a really high win rate in preseason, actually in season 7, probably season 6 as well, but nobody plays her. I think some lethal tempo builds or even Kleptomancy work on her though, and she's actually not that bad. Now Skarner might actually be coming back with these buffs. Having more damage and a longer stun on his E is really nice. Unsealed Spellbook is actually very good on him as well. You run Ghost for like the lane phase style of the game. Ghost ganks are so sick. Skarner running at you that fast is really hard to get away from. Then you swap to Flash for team fights to actually be able to engage, which is really cool. You also have a really low smite cooldown to farm better with, and a lower Flash and Ghost cooldown to gank with. So those are champion changes. Moving on to runes, there is a Predator buff. You get 50% of the cooldown refunded if it gets interrupted, so it makes it a little bit less punishing, I guess, if it doesn't work. It might make it more viable, and if it does, then champions like Warwick, Hecarim will get a good buff out of this, I think, and be even stronger. Some people actually run this on loads of champions though, like Talon or even Twisted Fate as well. It's more of a roam playstyle thing. If that is your way to play the game, then Predator is actually pretty good. We have some resolve stat changes that probably don't seem very big, but actually will make going resolve secondary or primary a lot more viable, which is pretty cool. The stat change is going to be from 130 health, that's like flat, that's all you got, to 65 health and some AD and AP if you go into sorcery or domination in your secondary tree. And if you go into precision, you would get 65 health and 9% attack speed. If you swap that around and now you're taking the resolve secondary instead, a precision main and resolve secondary, for example, now give 65 health and 9% attack speed rather than 18% attack speed just flat. Domination main and resolve secondary now give 65 health and 5 AD and 9 AP rather than just a lot of AD or AP. Inspiration and domination has been nerfed, by the way, so the AD and the AP has been lowered, but these will make going into resolve way more viable, as we said, right? Make playing versus hard lanes much easier as well. Imagine a Vayne with like or a hyper carry actually, who gets more health now, more regen, more armor by going resolve secondary with precision main. That's actually pretty good, I think. There's nothing yet on Overheal, by the way. I know all lady carries are abusing this. We talked about it a few days ago, but it might be something so good it does get actually nerfed very soon. Micro patch, maybe Targons will be the target instead of Overheal though. So the meta moving into Season 8 is going to look roughly like this. AD carries will have like Vayne, Tristana, and Xayah using that heal build with the Overheal and Targons, and some Ezreal as well. For the support role, we'll have Taric and Janna to support the scaling champions like Vayne, Tristana, and Xayah, who are abusing this Targons and Overheal kind of stacking mid game. Alistair, Blitzcrank, and Leona opponent are there to kill them though, so it's a bit of a different kill lane. For mid lane, we have Malzahar and Zoe, kind of pickle ban at the moment, Xerath for Poke champions, Katarina for like the assassin, and then the usual Zed, Yasuo, and Orianna, those kind of picks as well, rounding out the meta. Top lane, Nasus, Alawi, the Kleptomancy abuse is just so good at the moment. Gangplank, Yasuo, Teemo, Kled though are pretty solid picks up there as well. For the jungle, we're going to have Warwick, Shyvana, Udyr, and Xin. These are the farm and gank style that just scale so well. And when our game is scaling a bit more because of our hyper carries, these are really good picks. Shaco is doing better now with a really solid build as well. Jax, Rammus, Jarvan are also pretty good. That's obviously very rough, right? We'll look properly in 8.1 and stuff, but that gives you an idea of what to start your season with. 8.2 will be a lot bigger, and we know a few champions or things that will be in that one as well. Kleptomancy, for example, is going to get nerfed. The difference between a really good and a really bad user of Kleptomancy will be made smaller. So the really good ones like Ezreal will be nerfed. Really bad ones at the moment, kind of like Vayne, maybe, for example, would get buffed. So the average in between the two is made a little bit smaller. They're going to drop its average power as well, so just nerf it in general, and most likely nerf the mana regen you get from it as well. Tryndamere and Marci are both on the table for buffs right now, and also there are Sightstone changes. Less focused on supports only warding now, and less burden on their build. These Sightstone changes I think will be massive for the game. We're going to have to wait and see what they are properly, but it sounds like Sightstone will build into more items. Supports are already really strong right now, I think, and it's so much easier to climb with them this season, so this Sightstone change might make it ridiculous. But anyway, enough rambling. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you check out Haste, leave a like and subscribe to see more, but for now, I'll leave you with the robots.